Welcome to TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH. I'm John Reynolds, just working solo here tonight. Mr. Wagner is my cameraman. He's up there in the middle of the bleachers tonight. We're bringing you tonight's varsity matchup between the West Prairie Cyclones and the Southeastern Suns. If you can hear, the Southeastern pep band of about 6 or 7 kids is right behind me, performing their school fight song as we speak. So the Suns, and this gym is packed, folks, as we get ready for tonight's game between the Suns and the Cyclones. Should be a fun one here tonight as the Cyclones make their first trip down. The JV game was very, very good, folks. It was a 50-48 overtime finish, in fact, in favor of the Southeastern Suns. And it was very good as it went right down to the very end of it. As a matter of fact, it went an extra 3 minutes. So it was a very good game between two very young and competitive, strong franchises. So we'll get ready for the national anthem as we get ready to go here for tonight's game. As that concludes the national anthem presented by the Southeastern Suns pep band. So they did a great job, and always great to honor our country here before we get ready to go for the Suns and the Cyclones. As we'll go ahead and meet the West Prairie Cyclones. Ashton Barkley will be starting tonight. Barkley, Denver Mitchell as well, along with Clayton Hunt, Adam Vale, and number 25, or 25, excuse me, changed his number to 25 and played with him for many years, and it's always been 35, so he's number 25. And now we will meet the Southeastern Suns. The big highlight of this team, you're looking at Danny Stevens, who's committed to Mizzou, the College of Mizzou, so definitely a big player here tonight, and definitely going to be a big point for the Cyclones to really have to contain him, as well as the other key pieces on this team, you know, looking at guys like Fry and Ramsey and Rigg and other guys as well. So as the Southeastern cheerleaders perform their, looks like opening ceremony type deal here. 8-minute quarters. Tonight's game has been brought to you by McDonough District Hospital. Thank you for voting McDonough District Hospital Rehabilitation Center is best of the best in McDonough County. Let their experienced and dedicated sports medicine and rehabilitation staff show you why MDH has been voted best of the best in 2017, 18, 19, and again in 2020. 3 convenient locations to serve you, 2 in Macomb and 1 in Bushnell. As the lights have been dimmed, folks, it is dark. You can see myself up there on the screen as we'll meet the starters for the Suns. Griffin Tippy, Owen Rigg, Carter Hitz, middle linebacker of the Southeastern Suns Cyclones team, Mason Fry and Danny Stevens. So that'll round out the 5 for the Suns. So it'll be Barkley, Mitchell, Hunt, Vale, and Hunt. Another Hunt, so 2 Hunts. And for the Suns, we're looking at Rigg, Tippy, Hitz, Stevens, and Fry. Looks like Ashton Barkley is going to be the jumper for, the West Prairie Cyclones. Thank you for tuning in here tonight. Let us know where you're from, who you're listening for, who you're rooting for tonight here in tonight's contest between the Suns and the Cyclones, the visiting West Prairie Cyclones, coached by none other than Greg Duncan and Brett Ufkas, the head coach of the Southeastern Suns. Stevens and Barkley to jump for it. Big size advantage for Danny Stevens, and the first possession will go to the Southeastern Suns. Owen Rigg will go to work. He's going to go to the right wing, to Mason Fry. Fry now going to kick it up top to Griffin Tippy, who had a great game in the JV matchup. Now Fry, corner, Stevens, deep 3, got it. Nothing but net for Danny Stevens, and Danny Stevens has got his first 3 of the night. Ashton Barkley working, now going to get it out to Vale. Vale up top. Now it's a little miscommunication. Didn't know if he wanted Mitchell or if he wanted Hunt. Vale can shoot from beyond the arc. Picks up his dribble. He's working with Carter Hitz. Now going to Hunt. Hunt working with Rigg. And this Suns team's going to bring some defense. They're one of the better defending teams here around the area. Hunt takes the jumper, gets it. How about Andrew Hunt? Getting the first 2 points of the night for the Cyclones. It's 3-2. Owen Rigg gets it left wing to Hitz. Hitz now up top to Rigg. Fry in the right wing. Gets it up, Tippy in the top. Rigg to Stevens, very deep 3. Misses it. And a rebound to Denver Mitchell. Mitchell loses his dribble, but he'll go ahead and regroup here as the Cyclones bring it up 3-2 in favor of the Suns. Corner for Mitchell. He's going to dribble around, look for somebody. He's got Vale up top. Now going to get it to Barkley. Barkley out to Mitchell on the left wing. Inside to Barkley. How about that? Nice shot. Ashton Barkley behind the back, behind his head there. 4-3. Cyclones lead by 1 here. Danny Stevens. Corner. Tippy misses it. Rebound to Clayton Hunt. And he is a board monster, folks. He's one of the guys you'll be wanting to look for getting offensive and defensive boards. Mitchell, Barkley, Hunt on the left wing. Now go to Mitchell, now to Barkley, right or left wing. Vale up top, working with Tippy. Right wing Mitchell, working with Stevens. And now Rigg, and loses his dribble, looking for somebody, going to kick it out to Barkley. Barkley takes the long 3, no good. And it's going to go out of bounds. Suns ball. Carter Hitz. He's got it on the left wing. He's got those cool ice blue shoes. Stevens turnaround jumper, no good. Rebound, Denver Mitchell. So Mitchell brings down the board there. And he's the main point guard here for the West Prairie, would say West Prairie Southeastern Cyclones, but we're not playing football, we're playing basketball, as these guys do co-op for football, so definitely have some familiarity with themselves. Ashton Barkley loses his dribble, and Owen Rigg, it was off of Rigg's hand, so. Off of Rigg's hand. And it looks like we're going to have a timeout called on the floor. That'll be charged to, it'll be a 30-second timeout charged to Brett Ufkas and the Southeastern Suns. Tonight's game brought to you by Good Hope Gardens. Good Hope Gardens, located at 445 East Main Street in Good Hope, just east of the North Elementary School. Open April through October, Thursday and Friday 10 to 6 p.m. and Saturday 10 to 4 p.m. for all your fresh produce needs. Be sure to follow our Facebook page for daily updates. Check out all their fall goodies available now. Grover and Mary Jo DeCounter and family invite you to the Good Hope Gardens. Come see where it's grown. Not quite sure if it's going to be fall goodies at the Good Hope Gardens, as we are right in the brick of winter here. January 3rd, starting a new year, and this is some of the first action for the Cyclones coming off their winter break. Clayton Hunt on the right wing. Gets it to Vale. Vale up top. Now going to go to Mitchell on the left wing. He's going to take a deep three working with hits. And it's going to go, he's going to get his own board. How about that? Hustle play going to Barkley. Barkley puts it up. No good. Rebound to Danny Stevens. And Danny just kind of overpowering everybody there. He's going to take a long two. Got it. Suns up by 1. That's a long 2 for Danny Stevens. And he adds to his point total of the night. Excuse me. Hunt working with Fry. That's going to be a blocking foul on Mason Fry. Hunt will inbound the ball for West Prairie. It's Mitchell up top working with Owen Rigg. Two play baseball together. Hunt, Barkley, right wing to the other Hunt, Andrew Variety. Tipped away and Hunt got hit, and Clayton Hunt's got a hurt eye down here on the end. And Danny Stevens with the dunk. His 7th point of the night, his first dunk of the night. And Hunt is kind of down here. Got hit in the eye is what it looks like, so hope the best for him. He'll go ahead and take a seat. Couple of new faces check in for the Suns. Josh Kaltenbach. Aiden Akers, one of the stars of the JV game. With the original 3 of Rigg, Stevens, and Tippy. So Hunt will be checked out over there on the bench. Let's see what is up with him. Andrew Hunt working on the right wing. Good read. He was looking for Barkley, but Danny Stevens pretty tall down there, so. I don't know what they're going to call there. Ooh, going to call a blocking foul. A blocking foul on the Cyclones. Owen Rigg to the line. And he misses the first shot. So Rigg misses the first shot. Fouls on Cam Kramer, who has just recently checked in for the Cyclones. He was the lead scorer of the JV game for the Cyclones, which was a really, really good game, 50-48. Cut inside to Kramer. He loses his dribble, and Danny Stevens has got it, but we've got a foul. We have a foul. This is going to go on Cam Kramer, so he's got an early 2 fouls. So checks in and gets 2, so it's 8-4. Owen Rigg did make a free throw, so he's got his first point of the night. It's 8-4, Suns by 4. First quarter, 2:30 to go. Tippy on the left wing, now going to get it back out to Rigg. Tippy, the corner, inside Stevens, puts it up, doesn't get it though. Rebound to Barkley, and Andrew Hunt's got it. Hunt's going to slow it down, now get it back out to Mitchell. 8-4, 2 minutes to go. Jesse Johnson takes off his practice jersey. He gets ready to check into the game, as well as Jarrett Van Beck, a relative of mine. Cam Kramer. My watch telling me to stand again. And ball's just tipped away, and good defense on Rigg. all up on Denver Mitchell there. Jarrett Van Beck and Jesse Johnson both check into the ball game. Stevens and Tippy take a seat. And it looks like Clayton Hunt is going to check in. So Hunt's back in. Vale will take a seat. He'll take his first seat of the night. Adam's done a pretty good job out there. Hunt gets it out to Mitchell. Mitchell, dribble drive, put it up, and not in, but how about Clayton Hunt? Getting the offensive board, and he's going to the line to shoot two. Clayton Hunt will shoot two. He's going to always put his best foot forward. He's got a lot of effort when he comes to the basketball court, as he does in all the sports he plays. and just as I say that, he airballs a free throw. So him and Aiden Akers exchanging their airball free throws of the night. So let's see if he can correct himself on the second shot. He got rim, but nothing more. Danny Stevens will bring it up for the Suns. Danny's standing at 6'8", unofficially. Akers to Van Beck. Now back out to Akers. Cut inside to Stevens. Going to get it over Johnson deep in the corner for three, airball. Rebound to Hunt, but it's tipped away, stolen by Van Beck. Stevens just kept his foot in bounds. How about that? Danny Stevens made a nice play there. Just stayed on his toes there and was able to keep the ball in bounds. Johnson to Van Beck on the left wing. Gets it back over to Johnson. He was wanting Akers in the corner. Let's go back to Van Beck. 45 seconds. Stevens wanted the deep three. Step back. Three. Got it. Danny Stevens. He's got 10 tonight so far, folks. 11-4. Suns by 7. Cole Cordell has checked into the ball game. He's a three-point shooter himself. Puts up the three, and it is an air ball, and it's Aiden Akers with it. Able to control it. Stevens, 15 seconds, probably looking at a last shot here for the Suns. Four seconds, deep three, no. Barkley tried to take the half-court shot, but didn't get it. And Danny kind of waved off Coach Brett Ufkas there. So they'll go to the drawing board as they start. We'll start the second half here. We will go ahead, step away real quick. We'll be back right after this. You're listening to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
At Western Illinois University, leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there's limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
Welcome back to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. As both teams break the timeout here. 11-4, Suns by 7. Cole Cordell will bring it up. He's working with Danny Stevens. Definitely a tough assignment if you're Cordell, just a junior. Goes to the corner for Cordell. Cordell working with Tippy. Tippy, good defense, gets it now to Barkley. Barkley tipped away by Rigg. Left wing for Kramer. Excuse me, right wing for Kramer. Mason Fry's got it. Stevens inside to Fry. Inside to Tippy. Lay it up and in. 2 points. Griffin Tippy, his first 2 of the night. And Mitchell will bring it up. Foul is on Mason Fry. Okay, there we go. Just trying to figure out who the other foul was on. I was missing a foul on my stat sheet. Mitchell and Rigg. Step back. He got him to flinch there, but doesn't matter. Here comes Stevens. Lay it up, lay it in. Danny Stevens with the bucket. So Stevens, oh, that actually will come in the second half. Let's just change that. 10 points in the first half for Stevens. We've got a timeout. Looks like it's charged to the Cyclones, a 30-second. So Coach Duncan going to address some things here. 6:44, second quarter. Tonight's game brought to you by Ryden Farm Supply, located in the heart of Walnut Grove and in business since 1974. Ryden Farm Supply can meet all of your needs for LP, seed, fertilizer, and farm chemicals. Their LP service is unmatched in this area. Customer service is one of their specialties. Give them a call today at 309-772-3121. Let us know where you're listening from. Always like to know where we're listening from, who we're rooting for tonight. 15-4, Suns by 9. That's incorrect. Suns by 11, excuse me. Well, now Suns by 12. 16-4. As Danny gets his 13th point of the night. And a foul shot to the counter here, 16-4. Andrew Hunt gets it out to Xavier Hilton, who has just checked into the ball game. Inside to Barkley, gonna call a blocking foul on Griffin Tippy. So Tippy will pick up his first foul on the night. 16-4. Hilton. And good defense from Carter. Hits those two are football teammates, and he's tipped. And those two play football together as well. Got a good friendship. Oh, and Rigg kind of tripped Barkley there, so Rigg picks up his first foul. 4 fouls for the Suns, 3 for the Cyclones. Denver Mitchell inbounds the ball. They get it out to Hunt. Barkley, Mitchell, jumper, no good. Rebound, Danny Stevens. Danny Stevens pulls down the board. Now they're going to go left wing to Rigg. Rigg bringing it back up top. So go ahead and reset the offense. And just kind of dribbling it out here. Hopefully not dribbling out the last 5 minutes and 50 seconds of this first half. Definitely trying to analyze this Cyclones defense are the Suns. Tippy thought about the 3. Gonna pass it back left wing, hits. Now to Rigg. Inside hits. Lay it up. No good. Tippy. Back out. Rigg wanted the 3, but it's just going to go ahead and take it himself. Can't get it, but Stevens with the putback. And the shot is good. Suns 18, Cyclones 4. And now I'm definitely missing some points somewhere. No, excuse me. No, I'm not. Mason Fry brings it up. Rigg. Stevens on the right wing. Kicks it out to Tippy. Tippy to hits. Inside Stevens. Tippy. Long 2 is good. That would be 2 for Griffin Tippy. So Tippy adds to his points on the night. 20-4. Suns by 16. Mitchell, deep 3, no good. Mason Fry with the rebound. Tippy. Right wing, center to Rigg. Now Rigg again up top. Kick it left wing to Hitz, excuse me. Hitz again. The corner for Stevens, who just loses his finger on the ball. So good defense, Andrew Hunt. Turnover, Cyclone ball. And it's apparently 21-14. Let's see if that's 6, 7. Well, I've got 22-14, but we'll see. Good defense, Griffin Tippy just knocked that one away. Read Andrew Hunt's eyes the whole way through. Yep, okay, there we go, 20-4. Okay, so let's see, 15. Yep, okay, there we go. There, much better. All right, so the scoreboard's all fixed up, 20-4. 3:50 to go, second quarter. Hunt looking for somebody. He's in trouble. He's got Stevens right on him. And that should be a foul on Aiden Akers. And those two exchange words as well. They both play football together, both of them running backs for the West Prairie Southeastern Cyclones. Foul on Akers. Aiden Akers' first foul on the night. Barkley works with Tippy on the right wing. Gonna kick it out to Hilton. Hilton with Akers. Picked up his dribbles, got to find somebody. Got to find somebody. It's going to be Mitchell. And Mitchell is going to be fouled on the play. Foul's going to go on Aiden Akers. So Akers will pick up a foul. Schmidt for the Cyclones checks in for Clayton Hunt. Stevens and Tippy take a seat for the Suns. Jesse Johnson, Josh Kaltenbach check in. Fouls on Aiden Akers, so his second foul of the night. Mitchell's got it, working the offense here for the Cyclones. Step back, gonna go and tipped away and stolen by Aiden Akers. Now Owen Rigg, got them bright neon shoes. Don't know what's up with the bright neon shoes, but looks like they've got a McDonald's logo on his right shoe. On both shoes, matter of fact. So definitely interesting for that. But Rigg on the right wing. Johnson, deep three, didn't get it. As a matter of fact, all air there for Jesse Johnson. So his shot was no good. 24. Suns by 16. Mitchell, Hunt to Schmidt. Just checked into the game recently and call travel on Schmidt. He just took an extra step. Danny Stevens checks in. Akers and Fry take a seat. Or well, Akers going to inbound the ball, excuse me. Johnson's got it. Out there on the left wing. Now right wing Rigg. Corner for Stevens. And didn't like the shot. Going to give it back out. Pass it all the way across to Akers. Akers inside Stevens. Stolen away. Tipped by Ashton Barkley. It'll stay Suns ball. Rigg. Three. No. Rebound to Andrew Hunt. Betty Fry says go Suns. Suns up by 16 here. Thank you, Betty, for tuning into tonight's game. And there goes Danny down the court. And he's got another one, Danny Stevens with the dunk, folks. And it's 22-4, 18-point lead. So Danny's got another. His 17th point of the night. You take Danny Stevens out of this mix, it's a 5-4 Suns lead. Hunt to Barkley on the left wing. Corner, Hilton, three. No. Rebound tipped. Staying here. Cyclone ball. Minute 17 to go. First half, second quarter. Mitchell's got to find somebody. He's got to find somebody. He's going to kick it out to Rigg, and that's stolen away. And there goes Owen Rigg, who lays it up and lays it in. Owen Rigg with the bucket. 24. Oh, excuse me. There we go. So Owen Rigg gets his third point of the night. We've got a 30-second timeout charged to the Cyclones of West Prairie. And with that, we'll go ahead and take a quick break. You're listening to TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH.
Well, I've always had an interest in the medical field, and then growing up, I actually went through physical therapy myself for an injury, and that got me back to playing my sports and the activities that I loved. So seeing that firsthand, I got to see how much physical therapy could really benefit others.
Welcome back to Southeastern High School here in Augusta as we get you set for the final minute and 11 seconds of the first half here from Southeastern High School, home of the Suns. The visiting Rhodes Cyclones down by 20. 24-4. Mitchell on the right wing gets to Barkley. Hilton up top. Hilton looking for somebody going to dribble drive himself. Tipped away, stolen by Jesse Johnson. Johnson gets it to Rigg. Rigg to Stevens. Stevens gets it back out. Rigg not going to take the three. Had the wide open three. Stevens on the right wing. Inside Akers. Back out Stevens. Kaltenbach inside to Stevens. Johnson wanted the three, didn't take it. Kaltenbach thought about the three. Stevens working with Hunt. Johnson, Rigg, corner, Kaltenbach for three, no. Rebound, Andrew Hunt. So Hunt gets the board. And not much more he could do there. He's got Danny and Josh all around him and two big guys and not able to do much with the basketball there. 24-4, 8.9 seconds to go first half. Akers inbounds the ball. Johnson and Kaltenbach to the bench. Hitz and Fry check in. Akers, it's it out to Stevens, 8 seconds. Barkley just jumping up and down right in front of Danny. Fry, deep three, didn't get it. Put back, Stevens. Believe they're going to count the basket. Yes, they will count the basket. Danny Stevens gets his 19th point. And with that, we have reached halftime, folks. Here, the final score at halftime is 26-4. The Suns up by 22. So with that, we'll go ahead, take a quick break, be back with some stats, and then we'll be back right after this. You're listening to TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH.
The industry-first 2-in-1 removable agitator from Whirlpool gives you 2 ways to wash. Jeans, in. Sweaters, out. Towels, in. Comforters, out. You decide. Whirlpool.
Minimally invasive surgery offers a variety of benefits to the patient. We are now able to offer patients a variety of operations with small incisions rather than big open incisions. The surgeries that we can do now, minimally invasive, include bariatrics, hernia repair, colorectal surgeries, faster recovery, smaller incisions, faster time back to work.
Welcome back to Southeastern High School as we get you set here for the halftime show, brought to you by JoJo's Gaming Parlor. JoJo's Gaming Parlor offers the best gaming experience in the McDonough County area. Stop in for a cold drink and a chance to take home a nice wad of cash while you're at it. Also on game nights, check out the TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, events live on the big screens. Come join your friends at JoJo's, located at 776 North Pole Street in Bushnell, and cheer your area teams on to victory. So, with that, we've go ahead and got some stats for you to start here in this second half. The lead scorer for Cyclones actually tied 2 apiece, 2 for Ashton Barkley, 2 for Andrew Hunt. And fouls for the Cyclones. 1 is going to be on Cole Cordell, 2 on Cam Kramer. Those are the 2 fouls. 3 fouls for the Cyclones, and for the Suns, lead scorer Danny Stevens, he's got 19 at the half, as well as Griffin Tippey's got 4, Owen Rigg with 3. That makes up their total of 26 here. Fouls on Tippey, Rigg, Fry, Akers has 2, and Kaltenbach with 1. So all with fouls here as we get you set for just a little halftime here. So with that, we'll go ahead and step away real quick, and we'll be back for third quarter action here from West Prairie High School, or from Southeastern High School, excuse me. So used to calling those West Prairie games. So with that, we'll be right back after this.
And welcome back here, pregame show, and we're talking to Coach Kirby from.
All right, welcome back. We're here now with Wanda Foster, the Vice President of Nursing and Clinical Administration. Is that correct?
That's correct, yes.
Well, what we're going to talk about today is some of the opportunities that are available at MDH for students, whether they be high school students, Spoon River College students, or Western students. MDH has a lot of opportunities to be involved and to learn, right?
We absolutely do. And we look so forward to having students here. We are a clinical site for Western Illinois University and their bachelor's program for nursing, as well as for Spoon River College nursing students and others that are doing some independent study. We welcome students, and we also encourage high school students. If you would like to learn more about nursing, we would love to meet with you. And there are opportunities at the hospital also where they can apply for jobs here, for positions. So we work closely with our nursing students, and we hope to recruit them and attract them and want to come back.
I know that publicly there's been a shortcoming or a shortage of nurses, right? And I know that every hospital and every nursing home and every clinical place period is searching for nurses. So how important is it for MDH to have these groups work with them, whether it be MDH or be Spoon River College or whatever the case may be? How important is it for MDH to then recruit those nurses to stay here and work as a profession?
It's very important. We want nursing students to feel very comfortable here, to enjoy their clinical experience and their opportunities here, and then we want them to feel very comfortable, to give them a good orientation. We hire new graduates, of course, into our acute care area as well as the intensive care unit. We hire new graduates in the emergency room, in home health and hospice, in our OB department, and our surgery department. These are all areas that new graduates can come into. We certainly give them a robust orientation. No one starts on their own until they feel completely ready. They have a mentor certainly with them, and we want to give them the best start for success that we can. And then there are many areas of specialty they can choose to go into. Nursing is a very unique field. You can work full-time, you can work part-time if you need to take time off for some reason. It's a field that you can kind of step into a little bit more than maybe some other fields in healthcare. We also have scholarships available through our auxiliary, through the hospital, and then once someone is an employee here, we do have some tuition reimbursement. So we will certainly help with that.
And going back to the scholarships and the shortages that are across the board, not necessarily at MDH, but everywhere. Right? So everywhere. This is a profession that you can make a good living at and be pretty sure to have a job, right? So
absolutely.
This is a profession that high schoolers that are playing these sporting events or high schoolers that are watching these sporting events should consider, I would imagine.
Yes, very much so. You will always be assured to have a job, a career in nursing. I hate to call it just a job because you really want someone on that career path who has that passion for caring for people, for providing nursing care. Through your education and through your orientation, we can teach you your skill set. But if you have that passion and the desire to be in the nursing profession, you will do fine.
Yeah, a career and a job while they might be listed as the same thing, they're really not, correct? I mean, if your career is being a nurse, you're probably going to enjoy it a lot more than if it's a job, right?
That's right. And you don't go into it first and foremost for the money. You go into it because that's what you want to do with your life, and the money certainly will follow.
Yeah, and that goes for anything probably,
Yes.
but the nice thing is right now, whether the money's good or bad, there's always going to be a job.
There will.
If you can get through the schooling and you can learn to love what you're doing, there's always going to be a job for you, right?
And it's not something for high school graduates exclusively. We have many people who have made changes midlife. We have people who have retired from their career in one thing and have chosen to go into nursing. So it's open for any age, and we certainly welcome that.
And you mentioned there's different areas of expertise for nurses. People think of that for doctors, but it's really that same way for nurses, right? I mean, you can be a surgical nurse and really become a great surgical nurse, or you can become a great ICU nurse, or you can do all those things.
Yes.
But if you really want to focus on something, or be at OB, which you guys have a great OB department here, if that's what you want your focus to be and you really love working with expected and new mothers and young babies, you can do that, right?
You can do that. We also have positions in our MDH physician clinic practices as well. And if you are in nursing and you can choose to specialize in a certain department, you can choose to go on and be a director or a clinical care coordinator. You can go back to school and become a nurse practitioner, become a certified registered nurse anesthetist. You can go many different directions and really as high as to whatever extent in your education you would like to pursue.
Well, Wanda, thanks for coming and talking to us. We greatly appreciate it. I know that there's probably specific places within MDH that they can reach out to, correct? Is there somewhere that they need to call if they're interested?
I would call
in
our human resource department and start there, and then they can help direct and guide you. They can tell you about openings that we currently have. All of our current positions are listed on our MDH website, www.mdh.org. But certainly any positions for high school students, if they would like to start somewhere within the organization or volunteer experience, reach out to Human Resources and they can help direct you.
Well, again, thank you very much, and we'll talk to you again soon.
Thank you.
Welcome back to TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH. The halftime score 26-4 in favor of the Sons of Southeastern. As we get you set here for third quarter action, the pep band still playing right behind me, so hearing the rattle of those drums and stuff like that is quite awesome. If you can understand my sarcasm. Sound great, just a little loud, but it's a nice gesture they do here for the school. Get them all pepped up and ready to go, as they are the pep bands. Suns break the timeout here as we start third quarter. 26-4, Suns by 22. Be Suns ball. Owen Rigg will inbound the ball. Third quarter. Danny Stevens has got it. He's working left wing, now to Tippy. To Fry, inside Stevens, lay it up, lay it in. Danny Stevens' 21st point of the night. Barkley to Vale. Vale on the right wing. Now Mitchell up top. Mitchell dribbles right wing. Pass out to Vale up top. Vale working with Stevens. Looking for somebody. They get it over to Hunt. Now stolen away by Rigg, and Rigg can't lay it up and in. Now Rigg and hits. Collide with Mitchell, and it's going to be staying West Prairie ball. Mitchell gets it out to Barkley. Now to Hunt. Hunt to the corner for Vale. Up top, Hunt. Corner, Hunt now. Left wing, Mitchell. He's got hits. Wanted to take it there. Barkley now with hits. Corner for Hunt. And tipped away, stolen on the floor. Carter hits. Fry. Stevens loses his dribble, and they'll kick it back out. Rigg on the left wing, now going to take it up top. Stevens. Stevens on the right wing. Now Stevens going to take it up top. Rigg to Hitz. Hitz now going to go up top to Tippy. Tippy down low, working with Stevens. Going to be a foul on Barkley. Just a reaching foul on Ashton Barkley, his first foul on the night, so good in that regards. First foul of the second half. Hits for three, can't get it. Rebound to Clayton Hunt. Had it tipped away, nearly stolen by the Suns. Mitchell on the right wing gets a screen from Vale and falls down. And what a play by Mitchell, able to get that ball out. And the shot is no good for Hunt. Now going to dribble in is Vale. And we've got a foul on Owen Rigg. He'll pick up a blocking foul, his second foul on the night. Owen Rigg picks it up. Tippy gets the board, now going to kick it out to Stevens. Looks like Danny will just dribble it on up. Rigg hits, looking for somebody. He's going to kick it back out to Tippy. Stevens, corner, Rigg. Won't take it, kick it out to Fry. Now to Rigg, Rigg to Hitz, top of the corner, no. Going to go right wing, left wing for Mason Fry, and he gets his first three of the night. Mason Fry picks up the three. 31-4, Suns by 27. There we go. Hunt on the left wing, and it's stolen away by Owen Rigg. And he'll just slow it down here. Now they go to Stevens. Stevens to Tippy, in and out of the hands. And there's another ball I've had to pick up. That's number 4 on the night. So we've got that counter going. We've got that one going on at home. That's number 4 that's come up here onto the stage. 31-4. Adam Vale. He's got it to Barkley. Now Cordell on the right wing. Cordell. Vale. Behind the back pass to Mitchell. Thought about the deep three. Now going to dribble it up top. Going to reset the offense here. Vale working with Tippy. He's got a tough matchup. Looking. He's got to get rid of it. He will. Gets it out to Hunt. Hunt working with Stevens. Barkley fadeaway jumper doesn't get it. And now Danny Stevens will bring the offense down here, working on the right wing with Barkley. Fry. Left wing. Up top to Tippy. Tippy to Hitz. Fry. Rigg. Across court to Hitz. Tippy for three up top. Got it. Nothing but net for Griffin Tippy. And it's a 30-point lead. That will bring in the continuous clock. West Prairie has gone unscored here for a long time, folks. Cordell in the corner, working with Stevens. And tipped away, stolen. Carter Hitz has got it. Hitz gets it corner for Rigg. He's just got a wide open lane to run with. But it's going to be the board to Ashton Barkley. Tippy not very happy with himself that he did not get that board. Now Stevens. He's got a full wide open lane ahead of him. And Danny's got another dunk, his third of the night. Danny Stevens' 23rd point of the night as well. Mitchell, left wing. Corner for Cordell. Cordell dribbles it up. Now Cordell fakes to the left. Now going to go to Mitchell on the right. Mitchell with Rigg, right wing. Now Barkley's got a full wide open left lane there, but misses the jumper. Rebound Mason Fry. Danny Stevens takes it up. Rigg hits on the right wing, excuse me. Tippy, turnaround jumper, got it. Griffin Tippy, his 5th point of the night. Or excuse me, his 9th point of the night. Griffin Tippy has started to heat up just at the right time and off of Vale, who can't really stop that one there. Schmidt checks in, Hilton checks in, Kramer checks in, as do a lot of Southeastern Suns. Jarrett Van Beck, Josh Kaltenbach, and Jesse Johnson all check in for the Suns. Akers as well. And Danny Stevens has got it. 38-4, minute 13 to go, 3rd quarter. Packed gym here in Augusta. Johnson on the right wing. Now dribbles it up top for Stevens. Motioning for Akers. Now going to go to the other side to Van Beck. Van Beck to the corner for Johnson. Johnson inside Akers. Tries to lay it up, lay it in. Can't do it, but Danny Stevens gets to the board and says, I got you, pal, and lays it up and in. His 25th point of the night. Danny Stevens. 40-4. Kramer to Schmidt. Schmidt sporting the low tops there, out there, the Adidas low tops. Definitely not something you'll see out there too much. See the high tops a lot more than you see the low tops, but I own a pair of low tops myself, so nice to see them out. And Kramer is blocked by Danny Stevens and out of the reach of Aiden Akers. You got a hurry up offense going there, and Akers just in and out of his hands. So Mitchell takes it up, 2 seconds, long three, no good. So with that, that is the end of the 3rd quarter, folks. It is the Southeastern Suns 40 and the West Prairie Cyclones 4. With that, we'll go ahead and take a quick break. We'll be back right after this. You're listening to TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH.
After my appointment that day, I just made up my mind that I'm going to have my baby here in Macomb and this hospital, because irrespective of where you're from, who you are, it's just their line of duty to make sure they give care, make you comfortable.
I told them about the staff of MDH. You know, they're all good. You get all the support you need. This is just the best place for you and your family.
Welcome back to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. Tonight's game brought to you by Sports Corner at 124. Macomb's original local sports bar is the Sports Corner at 124. With a focus on local sports, catch WIU games and all the area TSSR Game Time Live broadcasts at Sports Corner at 124. All while enjoying your favorite cold drink and some of the best food in West Central Illinois. Stop in and say hi at 124 North Randolph Street in Macomb. A great place to eat in Macomb. I find myself there quite often. As some would say, maybe too much. Mitchell on the right wing. 4th quarter action here. Change that. There we go. Kaltenbach, Rigg, Van Beck, Akers, and Johnson in for the Suns. Kramer, Hilton, Cordell, Schmidt, and Mitchell for the Cyclones. Continuous clock is running, up 30. Akers puts up the jumper, no good. Rebound, Jarrett Schmidt, and there should be a foul on Jarrett Van Beck. This guy called for the reaching foul, his first foul of the night. Denver Mitchell brings it up. 2 fouls for the Suns in the half, 1 for the Cyclones. Hilton, right wing, working with Rigg. Might have picked up his dribbles, just going to lay that one up, can't get it to fall. Creative shot from Hilton, just couldn't get it to fall. Aiden Akers has got it. And now Rigg. Rigg to Kaltenbach, and just kind of a either a missed pass or a misread route there from Kaltenbach or Rigg. And Cordell will inbound the ball for the Cyclones. Schmidt working with Kaltenbach up top. Handoff to Hilton. No, it's not football, but still a handoff. Cordell, Schmidt in the corner, working with Jesse Johnson. Now gets it over left wing for Mitchell. Step back 3, got it. Denver Mitchell's first points of the night come in the fourth quarter, excuse me. And the first points since the first quarter for the West Prairie Cyclones, so they've gone 2 quarters unanswered. It's 40-7, 33-point game. Akers, Rigg, Van Beck working with Schmidt. Rigg on the left wing. Dribble it up. Van Beck, Kaltenbach. Kaltenbach lay it up, and he's going to go down there. Josh Kaltenbach went up for the reverse layup and was fouled, so he'll go to the line, shoot 2. Not quite sure who the foul was on. It was on Cole Cordell. And Kaltenbach's got his first point of the night. So Josh gets his first in the fourth quarter. And a couple of the JV fellas will check in for the Cyclones, as we'll see Austin Nelson, Ryan Clark. Kaltenbach misses the second shot. Looked like he was getting bugged from his teammates. And Aiden Akers puts up the shot. It's good. So Akers with his first points of the night as well. Misses the second shot. Cordell's got it. 42-7. Suns by 35. Ben Wren as well checked into the ball game for the Cyclones. Foul goes on Josh Kaltenbach. His second team foul, or second foul, I do believe. Say he's got 1. I do believe he has 2. We'll see. As well, my book is unofficial, so we'll go with what the board says. Cordell. Ben gets it out to Nelson. Nelson working with Tippy. Hilton to Cordell. Cordell on the right wing, 3 minutes to go. Fourth quarter here from Southeastern. Cordell, spin, turnaround, jumper, no good. Rebound to Griffin Tippy. He's got an open court ahead of him, and the Euro step, no good. And a foul is called on Jarek Van Beck, so he picks up his second foul on the night. Ben Wren will inbound the ball for West Prairie. He'll get it into Cordell. On the floor for the Cyclones, Nelson, Wren, Clark, Cordell, and Hilton. Tippy, Akers, Van Beck, Johnson, and Kaltenbach for the Suns. Hand off to Nelson. And he's just going to throw it off of Akers. Not much more he could do there. Akers definitely going to feel that one. Fouls on Griffin Tippy. His second foul of the night. And it is stolen away by Griffin Tippy, so makes up for the foul, gets a steal. Jared Schmidt will be checking in here momentarily. Josh Kaltenbach takes it up. Kaltenbach's got a point, as well as a foul, as I think he might have two, but tipped away, stolen by Cole Cordell. He's got Aiden Akers in the wide open, and he's blocked. Aiden Akers just came up with a big block on Cole Cordell. So Cordell is blocked. Kaltenbach, deep three, got it. And the Southeastern crowd now feeling themselves here. Kaltenbach pulls up for three, his first three of the night. It's 45-7. Final minute to go here. West Prairie, Ben Wren, and stolen away and knocked away by Kaltenbach. So playing good defense. Jarrett Schmidt checks in. Xavier Hilton will take a seat. 45-7, remember, continuous clock here. 30-point lead. Clark is going to take the three, in and out. Rebound to Schmidt. Schmidt to Nelson. Kick it out to Cordell. Deep three is going to be off the mark. Rebound to Jarrett Banbeck. In the final 30 seconds of this game, we'll see how the Suns take it. Kaltenbach, step back, three, almost got it. Schmidt works. Wren, jumper, no good. Banbeck, 14 seconds. Banbeck looks like he's just going to dribble it out. And the final score of this one, folks, 45-7. The Southeastern Suns are victorious over the West Prairie Cyclones. We'll be back with the totals right after this. You're listening to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
I see acute injuries on the field. I see ankle sprains. I see ACL knee injuries, as well as in the clinic. It's very rewarding to see them from on-the-field injury to rehab to transition back to their event.
So tonight was a fun one here between the Suns and the Cyclones. The final score 45-7. These two teams play football together in the fall with the West Prairie Southeastern Cyclones. So definitely some familiarity between them. So with that, the final score 45-7 in favor of the Suns. Final totals here tonight: Griffin Tippy had 9 points. Owen Rigg with 3. Danny Stevens led the team with 25. Mason Fry had 4 points, for Josh Kaltenbach, and Aiden Akers had a point. For the lone 7 points for the Cyclones, Barkley with 2, Andrew Hunt had 2, and 3, the lead scorer, Denver Mitchell, with a late 3 at the end of the game. So Danny Stevens had 3 dunks tonight, and Josh Kaltenbach with a couple of late 3s. So with that, that is the final score from tonight's varsity matchup between the Suns and the Cyclones. Thank you for listening tonight, as we will be right back here tomorrow night between Camp Point Central and the Southeastern Suns.